All right, so I'll just quickly run through the basics of graphical solutions and graph sketching. So in general, we have this equation, y equals to mx plus c, where y and x are our variables, and m is our gradient, and c is our y-intercept. So if you don't know what a y-intercept is, we have a Cartesian plane, which is basically our graph paper, that looks like this, y and x. Our y-intercept is when x equals to 0, so it's always going to be somewhere along here. All right, so let's consider an actual equation now. So let's say in the exam, they give you y equals to 3x minus 2. So how can we make this visually appear on a graph? So first of all, we have to find the points along this equation first. So we can find our points in this manner. So we let our x value equal to 0 to find our y-intercept. This would be y equals to 3 times 0 minus 2, y equals to minus 2. And then our next one will be when y equals to 0 to find our x-intercept. So we have 0 equals to 3x minus 2, 2 equals to 3x, x equals to 3 over 2. Oh, sorry, 2 over 3. So you may be wondering what all these values are. What's a y-intercept, x-intercept? So our y-intercept is when our line cuts the y-axis. So this is the y-axis. This is our y-intercept. When the line cuts the x-axis, we call it the x-intercept. All right, so now knowing this, we have our values here. Y equals to minus 2 and x equals to 2 over 3. We can draw our Cartesian plane, our axes, x and y. So when x equals to 0, y equals to minus 2. Minus 2 will be somewhere here, minus 2. When y equals to 0, x equals to 2 over 3, which would be somewhere around here. Okay. All we need to do now is take our ruler. I'm going to do this freehand, and we're going to draw it through all the way. So now we have our equation, y equals to 3x minus 2. So depending on what the question asks, they may ask you to do multiple things. They can probably ask you to draw another graph and then find the intercepts. They can probably ask you to calculate the gradient, measure the gradient, find other intercepts based on the information you have. So it really depends on the question, but this is basically the bulk of the entire thing. So I just run it through. The first step is to find your x and y intercepts by setting x equals to 0, y equals to 0. This is for your y-intercept, and this is for your x-intercept. Then your second one would be to label the points on the graph. And then your third one, connect with ruler. Okay,